We'll walk around.
My name is Mattias Kroon, and I'm a journalist and the editor of a food magazine in Sweden called Mat och Vänner, which translates as Food and Friends. If you're going to Malmo and Copenhagen, which are separate cities, but they're 20 minutes away from each other, I think it's a very unique little region for going out. And in Copenhagen there's so much. In Malmo there's also so much, but it's very different. It's much more low-key and much more, in a way, bohemian in certain ways as well. And I would definitely recommend a place called Bastard, which is a great, like, European bistro brasserie with food being made in a kind of brutal way, but really exciting and fantastic produce. And it's a place where all the food people go and go there for great wines and get really drunk sometimes too, and try to catch some really, really good food in the middle. I would also suggest Trio, which is a fantastic gastronomic restaurant, which is on the worldwide map of gastronomy, I believe. And they work with very simple produce and very simple but extremely creative and modern but still artisanal ways of making the food. And I would also suggest a place called Belle Epoque, which is in the really bohemian quarters in Malmo, and they make excellent food, and it's a tiny place and you'll find no tourists there. For Copenhagen there's a brand new place open called Relais by a chef called Christian Puglisi, who is really a mastermind of making great gastronomy, but in a very unpretentious setting. So there's no white tablecloths, there's no candles, chandeliers or anything. It's just gastronomy on a plate in a fantastic kind of riotous neighborhood. And you'll find some magnificent wines and great modern, not Scandinavian, Nordic dishes, although he used to be the sous chef at Noma for many years. It's still his own version, and he uses influences from many places, since he's half Spanish, half Italian, I think. Great guy. And he speaks 5 languages, so anyone can really come there and enjoy it. Hard to get a table, but it's worth the wait. I'll also find my way to Fiskebaren. Fantastic bar, simple, but it's next to the kind of fish importer in Copenhagen, which is, so they get really excellent produce, and it's simple stuff. Simply cooked, but really well made. Excellent produce, and then just a few side things to that. Great atmosphere. You can go there anytime and eat, and impossible to get a table as well. So you gotta find it, basically. And pâté, which is just around the corner if it's full up in Fiskebaren, which is more brutal food, very much like Bastard in Malmo. And when it's good, it's perfect in the kind of boisterous way, you know, in the kind of extravagant but very rough and rural way. Not Scandinavian, more Italian, Scandinavian in a way, but really good atmosphere. You'll find local prostitutes hanging out at the bar as soon as you'll find people from the advertising industry in there, and no, it's actually don't go there for the prostitutes, but it's a very lively area. There's a lot of stuff going on there, and it's one of my favorite places. Well, Copenhagen has so many cocktail bars which are really amazing, really perfectionist cocktail bars. 1105 is definitely my favorite. 1105 is really perfectionist, really good cocktails made by real bartenders, and they don't mess it up. And it's a very dark little place. Feels very New York. I would say Ruby's as well. Great place, packed on afternoons and early evenings. Wonderful cocktails set in an old house overlooking the canal. And they have wonderful champagnes too.